All right, guys. Welcome back to LND9Xers. Let's get right into it. I'm your host, Shiraz, and I have some interesting news to share with you guys regarding the Hulk. So, Marvel has been making a lot of waves as of late. And you guys know this because there's just a lot of stuff that's coming out. Information about the Fantastic Four just completely falling apart at the seams financially at the box office. We're talking about Spider-Man, The Brand New Day. There's all kinds of things going on. But we've had the Kevin Feige's big press event, a tease of Doctor Doom, and now we're seeing massive deployments on the Spider-Man, A Brand New Day front. But here's what really caught my eye. And I'm sure you guys can attest to this. If you guys have been following the news like I have, there's a lot of brand new photos, brand new set photos that have been released online. And they're all over the place. Yeah, it's absolutely wild. And it's quite possible, guys, that Professor Hulk might be Marvel's next big villain. Yes, guys, I said it. Professor Hulk could be our next big villain. So if all the pieces line up, this could be the lead into the World War Hulk storyline that we've all been waiting for many years. All right, so everybody knows that the filming for Spider-Man: A Brand New Day has already kicked off. There's the sets have been popped up and ready to go in Glasgow, and leaked set photos are popping up all over the place, guys. Online, social media. You guys have probably seen them, and they're not... I mean, look, guys, these photos are revealing a lot. Now, I'd love to share them with you. Unfortunately, for obvious copyright reasons, I can't, but I've seen them. I can tell you I've seen them, and so can you. All you got to do is just go online, and you guys will be able to see some of the stuff that I've been seeing as well, too. Now, I can confirm 100% that just by looking at some of these photos and information that I'm hearing, they're revealing quite a bit. All right? One construction sign on set shows a scheduled completion date of December 2027, meaning the story is set sometime before that. That puts this movie firmly before Avengers Doomsday, making it a prequel of sorts. Okay, so you guys can kind of do the math on that, and you guys will be able to kind of attest to that as well, too. Now, honestly, I think that's a smart move. I think that's brilliant, right? And it gives Marvel the flexibility that it needs with the script, and allowing the film to really be able to stand on its own as a direct follow-up to No Way Home, right? And this way, it keeps Spider-Man grounded, but back to his friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? Roots. So no Stark tech, no Doom level threats. Just Peter Parker really kind of doing his daily what Peter Parker does, with and handling his stuff with his own mess, of course, So that said, let's talk about the Hulk, right? So this is what really, this is what kind of caught my eye, and kind of doing a little bit of a deep dive into this, and it's absolutely crazy. The deeper you go into this, the deeper you go, you start to see that there's a lot of stuff that's revealing itself about Hulk turning into a villain. And this is where it gets interesting, guys, because one of the set includes a wanted poster, and guess who's on it? Professor Hulk, of course. So just think about that for a second. All right. We already know that John Bernthal's Punisher is in this movie. We've also heard he's heavily involved in Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, obviously, which should hit Disney right before Brand New Day releases. Now, there's a clear Daredevil to Spider-Man pipeline here, guys. But what's Hulk doing in the storyline? Like, where does the Hulk fit in? Like, why? Like, what's going on? Well, there's been a lot of talk for many years about Wilson Fisk leading an anti-vigilante task force, right? Essentially targeting heroes like Daredevil, Spider-Man, and now maybe even the Hulk. So imagine the Hulk in its professor-type form, Okay, and he's out there kind of saving people, doing what he does, trying to play the good neighborly role, right? And suddenly he's branded as a criminal. Now, that's some serious pressure. That's constant surveillance, right? A lot of eyes on the Hulk at all times. Hulk doesn't like that. Now, that's the kind of stress that would obviously push the Hulk back into beast mode, right? So, this is where things start turning into something really bigger than, and I don't think really people understand the magnitude of this, but this is how I think it's going to play out, right? So if Hulk snaps, and even just temporarily loses control, that's the catalyst, fans. I mean, that's what people have been begging for. That's what people want to see. They want to see the Hulk to just go full beast mode. All right, now Marvel's been sitting on World War Hulk seeds like since the pandemic. All right, since 2020. But Marvel really hasn't had the leash, hasn't had a lot of leeway or room, shall I say, to be able to breathe into the multiverse saga as of yet, right? So this could finally be it. And if Brand New Day, even if the Brand New Day plants, the seed, it could pave the way for Hulk to go completely full Savage, full Beast Mode in Doomsday, or Secret Wars. And trust me, if we're getting Wolverine versus Hulk, we do not want it to be Wolverine versus Professor Hulk in yoga pants, obviously. We want pure, unhinged, raw, let's go full heavyweight tilt. That's the kind of battle, that's the kind of things that people want to see. And I think if Marvel knows this, the Russo brothers also know this. Fans have been quite loud about it. They've been kind of telling people how they think and how they feel, and we might finally being seeing that payoff. Potentially unravel on the big screen, of course, right? So now here's a weird part. Word on the street is that Spider-Man, okay, in Brand New Day, Spider-Man and Punisher will be teaming up against Hulk, right? So now if that's the case, then everything that I told you guys up until now is starting to fall in line with what could possibly be the biggest reveal of Professor Hulk just going down that villainous role. Now, it's quite unusual, I mean, considering that all vigilantes, but if Hulk lost control, and if he's a danger to civilians, right, then I could totally see that conflict happening. And obviously Spider-Man and Punisher are going to do what they can to be able to contain the threat to the city and to the residents of that city by any stretch and by all means possible, even if that means teaming up against the mighty Hulk. Now, this is just a theory. This is kind of some of the stuff that's been floating around, right? Because Hulk and Bruce Banner are technically separate entities, right? Doctor Strange's memory wipe spell might not have affected Hulk the same way. He might still remember Peter Parker, but that could lead to a lot of tension, could lead to some confusion, ambiguity, and potentially even betrayal, right? So some early concepts have even showed a classic of Hulk versus Spider-Man face-off, and if it's starting to look like that, we're probably actually getting that moment into live action, right? So here's the bottom line, guys. Okay, Spider-Man Brand New Day might seem like a grounded post No Way Home reset, but it's actually setting up for a huge narrative, in my opinion, for a Punisher involvement or involvement of the Punisher, Daredevil connections. Everybody loves Daredevil. They want to see Daredevil, and now the mighty Hulk stepping in as a wild card, potentially transforming back into Savage Hulk. Guys, this is playing out like a WWE Royal Rumble match. This is absolutely insane, and this could finally be the bridge that leads us into World War Hulk, Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. And that's been a long time coming. All right, and if Marvel plays this right, we could be looking at one of the most emotionally complex and action-packed arcs in Hulk's Marvel Cinematic Universe journey yet. All right, so anyways, that's my breakdown of the Hulk reveal, guys, or what potentially could be the Hulk reveal and what it might mean for the Brand New Day and beyond. So let me know what you guys think, and is this the start of Savage Hulk's return? Is Marvel finally listening to its fans and what they want? Also, if you're enjoying this content, please hit the subscribe button. We've got a lot of great stuff coming for you guys down the road, and we value your guys' opinion, your comments, your thoughts, and of course we love doing what we do, so we want to continue doing it. And so thanks again for all the support. The hype amazingly feels great, and I can't wait to see what Marvel throws at us next. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.